I heard this story from the yeshiva student who heard it from the protagonist of the story. 1974 in the summer, it's customary in Lubavitcher yeshivas that the yeshiva students go out to the far-flung places of the world and find Jews in obscure places. Well, there's a large contingent that got overlooked. And the Rebbe told them that during the 3 weeks when these other students were out and about in the world, they should spend their days out and about on the streets of New York and finding Jews there. So a group got together, and they got together one of the famous mitzvah tanks, which is basically a cube truck with some benches in it. And they went off to Co-op City in the Bronx. And they met an older gentleman there. They asked him if they wanted to put on tefillin. He said, I put on tefillin every day. And he pointed to a place in the Co-op City housing project. He said, that's where the Young Israel Co-op City is. And he hung around them. And after a while, a couple of days, got to know them. He said, let me tell you a story. Back in 1951, I lived in East Flatbush. And I attended the synagogue of Rabbi J.J. Hecht. And he asked me once if I wanted to go to the Fabrengen, to the Chasidic gathering of the Lubavitcher Rebbe. And I said, what are you talking about? The Lubavitcher Rebbe passed away. He said, that was the Friedecker Rebbe. We're talking about the new young Rebbe. I passed. I declined. Wasn't my scene. Sometime later, went to a doctor, and he was diagnosed with a terminal disease and given 6 months to live. At this point, he started quaking. Rabbi Hecht, what should I do? So Rabbi Hecht told him, you should come with me to the Fabrengen, to the Chasidic gathering. He sat next to Rabbi Hecht, right in front of the Rebbe. And in between the talks, when people were singing, the Rebbe turned to this man and said, what's your name? And he said, my name is Shimon Leib ben David. So the Rebbe told him that he should be given a glass of vodka. And he said to him, Shimon Leib, say l'chaim. So he gave him this glass of vodka, a 5 ounces glass, 7 ounce glass. And he told him, Rabbi, I'm not allowed to drink it. So J.J. Hecht said to him, if the Rebbe tells you to drink it, you drink it. So he said l'chaim, he took a sip. And the Rebbe gave him the sign, bottoms up. So he consumed the whole thing. And he turned to Rabbi Hecht and said, Rabbi, you're going to have to carry me home. During the next break, the Rebbe turned to him and said, Shimon Leib, say l'chaim. And he was given another cup of vodka. And the scenario repeated itself a third time. Shimon Leib, say l'chaim. After this older gentleman finished telling the story, he said, that was 23 years ago. For the YouStory, I'm Herschel Finman.